Hello, my name is George Miller. I am the founder of GNS Consulting. I'd like to take a couple minutes of your time and share with you what our company has to offer. We primarily focus here on the West Coast, California, Oregon, and Washington, but starting in December, we will also be moving through the Southwest to Florida. So if you have any organizations that would like us to come in and give some workshops or in-services or seminars, please contact me. My number is 559-309-0787. A couple things that our company covers is we cover leadership, communication, team building, de-escalation, sales, and marketing. And most of the material that we offer is organic and has been accumulated over several years. To give you a quick example, one of the problems that we find in corporations is sarcasm. And that's not a bad thing, but this is something that happens on a regular basis. In Western cultures, we actually use sarcasm as a bonding tool. So be it firefighters or police force, or when I was in the military, if one of us did something wrong, we knew come lunchtime that we were going to be the brunt of every joke at lunch, and we knew it was our turn. And it was all in good fun, and it was just expected. But one of the things that we're finding in corporations is other cultures are not really familiar with sarcasm. So whereas we use it as a bonding tool here, in other countries, a lot of times they say what they mean, and they mean what they say. And so if we have people from other countries working in our corporations and someone's sarcastic to them, a lot of times they tend to take it personal and it causes hurt feelings. And that's just one of the things that we cover. But we cover a lot of material over the 4-hour workshop, and we can also condense it from there. Another thing that we start with, and this is our corporate premise, is leadership is first and foremost a position of service. And we want everyone to understand that when we start the workshop, if you don't remember anything else, we want you to leave with that leadership is first and foremost a position of service. And so what I mean by that is the most important prerequisite to leadership is empathy. And what that means is that you genuinely care about the well-being of others, because that's something that resonates to your employees. And it's not something that can be faked. And it's not the way someone carries themselves. And sometimes people misconstrue that, because a lot of times they think, okay, I would come across as a doormat. No, some of the best leaders have a really gruff exterior. We had one, he was a corporate leader, and he was prior chief in the Navy. And if someone on his team messed up, he actually called him everything but a smart person. Now, I don't recommend that, but he never had anyone file a complaint on him. There was never a write-up, because that supervisor genuinely cared about the well-being of his subordinates. And if he was getting on to them, it was because he wanted the best for them, and he wanted the best out of them. And it was because he genuinely cared about their well-being. And that's something that resonates regardless of your leadership style. So one of the things we tell people is, if you don't have that component, if you're not someone that's empathetic or cares about the well-being of others, that's okay. It's not a prerequisite to being a citizen. But please do not seek a leadership position. A couple other things that we cover is we cover team building. And if you do not understand the components of team building as a manager or supervisor, a lot of times when they get into the storming phase, you think that you have a dysfunctional team and you want to disband them. And that's detrimental, because the storming phase is where they become a cohesive unit, and they're all working out where their strengths and weaknesses are. So if you would like to know more about GNS Consulting and some of the workshops that we cover, please give me a call at 559-309-0787. I thank you for your time.